Hello students, in this video we are focusing on difference between which are frequently asked in various exams, that is of a GPAT exam or that is of a semester exam. So this difference between is asked frequently and we will focus on the major difference between which are asked. This is the list of various difference between we are going to focus in this video. Individually, one by one, we will see the difference between each category. First, you will see the difference between syrup and elixir. First, we will define syrup and elixir in the form of definition. So, syrups are concentrated, viscous, aqueous solution of sugar or a sugar substitute with or without flavor and medical substances. On the other hand, elixirs are clear, pleasant, flavored, sweetened hydroalcoholic liquid intended for the oral use. Syrups. The primary solvent used here are sugar and water, but in case of elixir, alcohol and water is used. Syrups are more viscous as compared to that of the elixir, but elixirs are less viscous substances. Syrups may or may not use an alcohol for the solubility purpose, but elixir always use alcohol for the solubility purpose. Syrups are less stable, elixirs are more stable. Next is the difference between paste and ointment. First, paste. Paste contain large amount of finely powdered solid such as starch, zinc oxide and calcium oxide. On the other hand, ointment contains medicament which are generally dissolved, suspended, emulsified in the base. Paste are very thick and stiff. On the other hand, ointment are soft and semi-solid preparations. Paste are less greasy, but ointment are more greasy because we are using the oil basis to prepare the ointment. Paste are generally applied with a spatula or a spread on lint, but ointment are simply applied on the skin by rubbing. Paste form a protective coating to the area where it is applied. Ointment are usually a protective or a ointment for the or a emollient for the skin. It acts as a protected or emollient for the skin. Paste contain a large amount of water which is porous in nature, hence perspiration can escape. Ointment are used for the protection of the lesions. Paste are less macerating than the ointment. Ointment are more macerating in action. Mouthwash and gargles. A mouthwash is a liquid used for cleaning the oral cavity and treating the mucous membrane of the mouth. It may contribute to the surface softening and increase the wear of dental resins and composite material. If we define gargle, they are concentrated clear solution used in posterior region of the mouth to prevent the throat infection. Mouthwashes are aqueous solution with a pleasant taste and odor used to make a clean and deodorize the buccal cavity. Gargles are aqueous solution used to prevent or treat the throat infection. Mouthwashes are dispensed in white fluted bottle, while gargles should be dispensed in clear fluted glass bottles closed with a plastic screw cap. Colored bottles should be used to protect if the gargles are indicated for protection from light. Mouthwashes should be labeled as for external use only, and also a proper direction for dilution should be given before its use. The gargle container should be labeled for external use only, and the direction for proper dilution should be labeled on the label paper. Difference between infusion and decoction. Infusion is a process which is used for the drugs which are soft in nature so that water can penetrate easily to the tissue, and it is also useful for active constituents which are water soluble. Next is decoction. Decoction is the process in which water soluble and heat stable constituent of hard and woody drugs are extracted out. Infusion is not a concentrated product, but decoction is a concentrated product. Next is infusion are used to extract vitamins and volatile ingredients from soft ingredient like leaves, flowers, citrus peeling, etc. But a decoction is a process which is used to extract primarily the mineral salts and bitter principle of plants from the hard materials such as root, bark, seed and wood. In infusion, green tea, black tea, peppermint tea and chamomile tea are the example of infusion. Next, for the decoction process, acid tea and the hebo bark tea are the example of decoction. Difference between maceration and percolation. So maceration can be defined as the process of soaking to make anything softer. But percolation is a process which is defined as a process that optimizes the ability of microorganism to avoid the degradation of various pollutants. In maceration, a wide mouthed bottle or any other container which can be well stoppered can be used for this process. But for percolation, percolators are used or utilized. In maceration, shaking of drug during maceration is essential in order to replace the saturated layer around the drug with fresh menstruum. But for percolation, shaking of drug during maceration is not required. In maceration, after stated period, mark is not pressed, but in percolation, mark is pressed. The example of maceration is tincture of tolu or compound tincture of benzoin. The example of percolation is liquid extract of liquor. The difference between organized and unorganized drug. The organized drugs are cellular structure. Cellular structures are present in dead, but in the unorganized drug, cellular structure is absent. The organized drugs are the part of plant, animal, fruit, seed, roots, etc. But unorganized drugs are obtained from the parts of plant and animal by extraction, distillation, incision and expression process. The organized drugs, to study the organized drug properly, their TS or LC is taken and it is studied in the microscope. But for study of unorganized drug, physical constituents like density, viscosity, reflective index, optical rotation, chemical test are studied. Organized drugs are solid in nature, but unorganized drugs are solid, semi-solid and can be liquid also. Organized drugs example is phenylenediol, but unorganized drug example is lemon oil, starch and catechu. Microscopic characteristics are one of the parameters to identify the organized drug, but different chemical tests and physical standards are required for the testing of unorganized drug. Difference between sterilization and disinfection. For sterilization, it is a technique which involves the complete elimination of the microbes, but infection, it minimizes the microorganism but does not completely eliminates it. Sterilization, it is a process in which both vegetative and spore cells are killed, but in the disinfection only vegetative cells are killed. Sterilization, it completely removes microbes from the object that can come in direct contact with any breaks in the skin. Disinfection, it reduces microbes from the object that are physical. Sterilization, physical, chemical and radiation methods are used for sterilization, but for disinfection, chemical methods are used for disinfection. Sterilization, dry heat, radiation, stem, filtration are some of the sterilization techniques, but in case of disinfection, phenol, alcohol, chlorine, iodine are some of the disinfecting agent. Sterilization, used primarily for the medical and the research purpose. Disinfection, they are used in the daily life process. Sterilization, for example, sterilization of instrument used during surgery by autoclaving. Disinfection, example, pasteurization, disinfection affecting urinals, etc. Difference between antiseptic and disinfection. First, antiseptics are applied to the living tissue. Disinfectants are related to the non-living tissues. Antiseptic kill and destroy microorganisms in living tissue, but disinfectant inhibit the growth of microorganism on the surface. Antiseptic reduce the risk of infection by germs. Disinfectant, they are applied in the area that spreads the germs. Antiseptics, no injury affected to the living tissues. Disinfectant, very toxic and injurious when applied to the living tissues. Difference between antigen and antibody. Antigen are any substance that stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies. Antibodies are called immunoglobulins. Y-shaped molecules are protein manufactured by the protein that fight against a foreign substance called as antigen. Substances that can induce an immune response are antigens. Protein that recognize and bind to antigen are antibodies. Antigens are usually proteins, maybe polysaccharide, lipid or nucleic acid. But antibodies are protein in nature. Antigens are within the body or externally, but antibodies are always within the bodies. Antigen are present in the region. The region of antigen that interact with the antibody is known as epitopes. But the variable region of antibody that specially bind to an epitope is known as paratope. There are three basic kind of antigen: exogenous, endogenous and autoantigen. There are five basic kinds of antibodies: immunoglobulin, MGED and A. Antigen cause disease or allergic reaction. Antibody protects the body by immunobolization or lysis of antigenic material. Thank you, students.